the sacred river. At dawn, Ada stands by the sacred Gemma River, her feet sunk into wet sand. The village says this river speaks to chosen ones. Ada hears nothing yet. She cups water in her hands and prays, unaware that this morning will change her fate. The ominous dream. That night, Ada dreams of a woman screaming from inside a wooden coffin. The earth shakes. A dark tree grows where her grave should be. She wakes up sweating, heart pounding. The jealous sister. Back in the family compound, Ada's elder sister, Obiageli, watches her with cold eyes. Jealousy wraps her like a second skin. Ada is loved by the villagers for her kindness, beauty, and wisdom. Obiageli is forgotten. The proposal. A respected young warrior, Ikeen, comes to ask for Ada's hand in marriage. Drums beat. Elders gather. Even the gods seem to smile that day. But Obiageli's heart cracks. She wanted him first. A dark visit. That night, Obiageli sneaks out to the forest shrine, where forbidden spirits are said to dwell. She kneels before the dark idol and whispers, "Take her and give me everything." Ada falls ill. A week later, Ada collapses in the middle of the Yam festival. Her skin burns, her eyes turn pale. The village healer can't explain it. She's been touched by something beyond this world, he whispers. A sudden death. By the third moon, Ada is dead. Just like that, the village mourns. Obiageli cries louder than everyone, but her tears are crocodile. The burial. They bury Ada in the village graveyard near the sacred tree. Thunder rumbles, and a strange wind blows through the trees. The old women say, something is not right. The whisper. That same night, Ikeen wakes to hear Ada's voice calling his name. He runs into the bush, following the sound, and finds her white burial cloth hanging on a tree. Untouched, clean, glowing. The spirit wakes. Under the earth, in her coffin, Ada opens her eyes. Nightmare. Ikeen has not slept in days. Each time he closes his eyes, Ada appears, eyes wide, lips sealed shut, hands reaching from the soil. One night, her voice pierces through his dream. "I was not meant to die. You must dig." He wakes up screaming. Sweat drenches his chest. Something inside him says the dead girl is not at rest. The silent tree. The next morning, Ikeen walks to Ada's grave. The sacred Irako tree nearby has started to rot, its leaves shriveled, its bark turning black. The birds refuse to perch on its branches. He places his ear to the ground and hears a faint heartbeat. A visit to the priestess. Terrified, Ikeen visits Ijeoma, the village priestess. Her hut smells of herbs and ash. Her eyes are milky white, but she sees more than most. She throws cowries and gasps. Ada's spirit is caught between two worlds, she says. Buried by jealousy, but her truth refuses to stay down. She hands him a small calabash filled with ashes. "When the moon bleeds, pour this on her grave. She will rise." Obiageli celebration. Meanwhile, Obiageli has claimed everything Ada left behind. She now wears Ada's coral beads, sleeps in her room, and is preparing to marry Ikeen by force. She tells her father, "Ada is gone. I deserve what was denied me." But deep inside, she hears whispers behind her. Ada's whispers. The moon bleeds. On the night of the blood moon, the sky turns red like spilled palm oil. Ikeen returns to the grave alone, clutching the calabash. He kneels and pours the ashes on the earth. Wind howls. The soil begins to crack open, and from it a hand rises. Pale, alive. Ada returns. Ada crawls out from her own grave, eyes glowing faintly, body cold but breathing. "I am not dead," she whispers. Her voice is raspy, dry like the harmattan wind. Ikeen wraps her in his cloak. He is crying now, but Ada does not weep. She says, "There is no time. We must show them the truth." Hidden witness. They go to the house of an old blind woman, Mama F., who saw Obiageli the night Ada fell ill. Mama F. had stayed quiet, afraid of being called a liar. But when she hears Ada's voice, she gasps. "You were not sick from the gods," she says. "Your sister gave you death water, mixed with charcoal and root poison." The truth rises. The next day, the village gathers. Ikeen stands beside Ada, who hides under a veil. They call for Obiageli. The priestess Igioma appears, chants a spell, and throws white powder at Obiageli's feet. Suddenly, Obiageli begins to shake. I mean to kill her. I just wanted her gone. She confesses everything. Gasps fill the air. The second burial. Ada steps forward and removes her veil. Some villagers faint. Others scream. The elders bow their heads. She walks back to her grave. I must be buried again, she says. This time with truth, not lies. They perform a second burial, but this one is symbolic. She is wrapped in white, not as the dead, but as one reborn. Banishment and mercy. Obiageli is banished from the village. Her head shaved, her name erased from the family shrine. Ada, now restored, refuses revenge. Let the spirits judge her. My soul is clean. The village praises Ada for her strength. But some nights, they still hear cries from the forest, where Obiageli now wanders alone, hunted by what she summoned. Strange winds return. Weeks pass. Peace returns to Ada's compound. But one night, as she fetches water, a cold wind circles her. The water in her calabash trembles. A whisper follows her home. One's soul still waits. Ada clutches her chest. Something is unfinished. Dreams of the dead. Ada begins having visions. Faces of forgotten women. Girls from other villages. All poisoned. All silenced. In the dreams, they cry out. She did it before. You were not the first. Ada realizes Obiageli's jealousy wasn't new. It was a pattern. She'd hurt others, maybe even killed. The shrines speak. Ada returns to the priestess Igioma. The old woman listens carefully and throws her cowries once again. The shells land in a strange circle. Your sister opened a door she did not know how to close. Now spirits walk freely. They have chosen you as their voice. Ada feels her body grow colder. She nods. Then I will speak. The forest trial. The village elders agree to a spiritual trial. They journey to the forest of forgotten names, where justice is decided by the gods. Obiageli is brought forth, weak, filthy, and silent. The sacred drums begin. A fire is lit. Ada steps forward. The spirit test. Igioma tosses palm oil into the fire. Smoke rises. She chants. Then silence. Suddenly, voices come from the flames, many voices. Female, angry, crying. Each one tells how they died, naming Obiageli. The villagers shiver. Obiageli falls to her knees, shaking. I didn't mean to kill them. I just wanted to be seen. Judgment passed. The fire flares. A black butterfly rises and circles Obiageli. Igioma declares, the ancestors have judged her spirit unclean. She will not walk among the living or the dead. Obiageli is taken to the far cliffs of Adiyun, where the cursed walk alone. She is left there, weeping. The cleansing. To lift the curse on the village, a cleansing ritual is performed. Ada, now seen as a spiritual intermediary, leads it. She bathes in the Gemma River. Her body glows faintly under moonlight. Drums beat softly. The villagers whisper. She walks between worlds now. Ikin's choice. Ikin asks Ada to marry him again, but she hesitates. The Ada who loved you died the first time I was buried, she says gently. The one standing before you belongs to something greater now. They embrace, but she does not say yes. A new role. Ada becomes a guardian of the village, a storyteller, a healer, a protector of girls. Whenever a child goes missing or a woman feels unheard, they come to her hut, and she listens, because she knows how it feels to be silenced by lies. The moral lesson. Years later, a little girl sits by Ada's feet and asks, Mama Ada, is it true you were buried twice? Ada smiles. Yes, once by envy and once by truth. She touches the child's head and says, always speak what you know in your bones. Even if the world buries it, truth does not stay dead forever. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your support. Please don't forget to subscribe for more. Sparkle's moral lesson. Evil may dance for a night, but truth always wakes up in the morning. Envy poisons the soul, but justice, whether in this world or the next, will always find its way home.